River Inlet. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers at Lake Shelbyville would like to thank the public for their patience throughout this endeavor, and they apologize for any inconvenience this may cause.
Your information station, WTIM.
You're listening to a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show here this morning as we get our start on your information station, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. I am joined by multiple members of the Christian County Fair Board. I'm joined by Angela Olmarsters, Marketing and Promotions Director, Larry Budd, the Treasurer, and Sam Helton, the board member or a board member of the Christian County Fair Board. Good morning to all three of you. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning.
Well, we've got big news to announce, so I would like to just start there. The concert series. We brought it back last year. What do we have on tap for this year?
Yeah, so the Christian County Fair Board is excited to announce that the lineup for this year is Clay Walker with Casey Donahue. Clay Walker has 11 number one hits, first starting in 1993 and then spanning all the way to current. Casey has 21 number one singles, and he has consistently been in like the top 30 of country music Billboard artists.
If I remember right, Clay Walker is If I Could Make a Living Out of Loving
Yes,
You, and
he
some other
is.
number one hits
Yes.
as well.
Yes,
So
he
yeah.
is. Yes. The concert's going to be Friday, July 18th this year, and tickets are $30 for grandstand and $40 for the track.
with that being the case, so last year, I think it was a very similarly priced event in that regard as well. So now you have $30 grandstand tickets, $40 for the pit area, and that'll be July 18th on Friday. Time for the start, about 7 p.m.?
Yes,
7 p.m. for the start there. So Casey to open, Clay to then close things out.
correct.
Casey to open and Clay to close things out. And that's a big deal for the Christian County Fair to be able to draw that much more attention to it. What did you see from last year's event and from the concert and what that draw kind of was?
Well, we had a really good crowd.
Mhm.
The track was packed, and the grandstand was pretty close to being full. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody asked if we would bring it back, and we are this year. Reason for the increase is because of the cost of the entertainment. But it should be an excellent concert this year, and we're looking forward to everybody coming out and seeing the show.
Well, I got to say, I'm excited. I mean, Clay Walker, not to say Rodney Atkins was far from a big name, especially in the early 2000s, especially had some number one hits of his own. But Clay Walker, I feel like that's a big deal. And Casey Donahue there as well. So with that being the case, the concert's kind of that mainstay now. We're looking to make it something that happens probably every year from here on out, I would have to imagine. What about other things going on with the fair this year? Maybe some new additions, maybe some staples to the fair. What can you tell me just about the fair itself?
Well, one of the big draws for the fair is the pageant, of course, that kicks that off. And we had great representation last year. Our pageant director did a great job, and we come home with the first place. So I think that's something to talk about. Then on Wednesday, of course, we have the stock car race, and they've added the modified division, which was a big event. Thursday, of course, the traditional tractor pull. Then rounded up, Friday with the concert. And by the way, you can get your tickets at www.christiancountyfair.com. Saturday, lots going on Saturday. There's the kids events, a lot of games going on for the kids. Of course, there's the chili. The car show will be going on. We also will have a magician that will be there for the kids, which, everything that goes on, including the concert at the Christian County Fair, is all about, as Larry said, bringing it home for the kids. There's no gate admission. There's no parking admission to the fair. So when you come out, you can enjoy the carnival. You can enjoy all the events, and then round it off with, if you're going to go early, the demo derby with the $13,000 purse. So new event would be the Western style show that we're going to have on Thursday. So
Well, I'm excited for the fair again this year. I got to be a part of it in an interesting way, a way that was unique to me. We'll leave it at that. And so, and new to me at all points. But with that being the case, we also got to see some of the livestock judging last year. We got to be a part of that as well. Larry, you had mentioned it's all about the kids. What can you tell me just about that and moving forward.
It's all about the kids. They enjoy showing their livestock, and they put a lot of time and effort into that. And they're rewarded good if they get, have the number ones, and that's good for them. That gets other kids involved, and we're lucky that we have a school that's heavily involved with FFA. It'll be a good time. Then we have, the carnival area. That's Connor Amusement. They do an excellent job. The rides for the kids. The fair is for everybody also, but, the kids are the ones in the livestock is what we try to get promoted.
Well, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do think I got to meet with some of the members of the FFA chapter here in Taylorville just not long ago, and fantastic kids, not only, but just a lot of success within the Taylorville FFA chapter. And it's nice to be able to highlight that and to spend time out there. And the community support last year was awfully impressive. There were some animals going for large dollar amounts, and I love to see that as well. And businesses coming out and supporting that as well. In terms of sponsorships or anything like that, is there anybody you're looking to continue to kind of get on board or on the train of this deal, or how could somebody get involved?
Well, the Christian County Fair, Jeremy Tucker and the Fair Board, they understand and know that the community involvement is what it's all about. And as far as sponsorships, we have lots of sponsors. We have a lot of new sponsors. We have a lot of sponsors that's been with the fair for a long, long time, long-term sponsors that's been with them for over 35 years. But the excitement is there. We couldn't do it without the sponsors. All the sponsorship goes back into bringing things like the concert again, so that the revenue, the people that, are coming into the fair and spending money, that can all be put back into the barns and the different events and the main events that go on the grounds for everybody to enjoy.
And how, if somebody is interested in becoming a new sponsor, could they do so?
They would call myself at 217-820-1690, Angela Olmarsters, and they could talk with me about getting set up with all the different things that would work for their business and work for the community.
Absolutely. And I would love to just see the fair continue to grow. I mean, to come into this last year and then see, hey, we're starting the concert series back up. And I think that's a great step. But I just love to be able to see that continue to grow. The fairgrounds is a large space and it's got plenty to be able to offer. So we talked a little bit about the fair lineup for the concert, what's going on at the fair, ticket prices, how to get involved. We're almost out of time here. Is there anything that we missed here? Yes, Larry.
I would also say that the 4-H kids, they have their exhibit in the expo building, and we need to make sure that they're mentioned because they put a lot of effort into that also.
Absolutely. Yeah. And when you think about how much time is put into it, it is nice to be able, again, to just kind of maybe not so much honor them, but also just kind of admire the work that they've done. And there's some work that you guys have done as well, I'm sure, on the back end here. What do you got going on, Sam?
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure that we made sure everyone knows that these tickets actually go on sale live this coming Friday, February 28th at 8 a.m. You can get them at etix.com. Just search for Clay Walker, Casey Donahue. You can actually go on right now, I believe, and put in your email address, and it will send you notifications. And then, of course, check out Christian County Ag Fair on Facebook for any updates.
I'm very excited. Clay Walker, that's a big deal. Casey Donahue, to be a part of that last year. We'll see about this year. You don't think too hard about that if you don't want to. Trust me. And the $30 grandstand tickets, $40 for pit, Friday, July 18th. Concert starts at 7 o'clock. But that's not all. We've got so much going on. A new edition as well with the Western style show with the fair. And so with that, guys, we're out of time. 10 minutes flies just like that. So thank you so much to Angela Olmarsters, Larry Budd, and Sam Helton, all members of the Christian County Fair Board. And they're going to be putting on a great show starting on July 14th then.
That Tuesday.
July 15th.
July 15th.
15th through
starting
the 19th.
on July 15th through the 19th. Look at that. That's why I'm a radio guy. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, with this special segment of the WTIM morning show to talk all things Christian County Fair coming up on July 15th.
This is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. Are you looking for a great CD rate? If you are, TCCU has amazing rates from our 7-month special to our 60-month CD. If you are looking for a great investment, now is the time to put your money to work in a TCCU CD. Our minimum deposit is $1,000. For more information, please contact us at any of our convenient locations in Taylorville, Pana, Hillsborough, Litchfield, or online at tccu.org. Dividends will be compounded monthly. A penalty for early withdrawal may be imposed.